Saanich police are still looking for whoever pointed a laser at a commercial jet last night. The beam was aimed into the cockpit of a WestJet flight that was approaching to land in Victoria, and it could have caused a crash. CTV's Joe Perkins joins us now live with more from the Mount Doug area, which is where the light came from. Joe.
Yeah, Hudson, it was a tiny green light believed to have been pointed at a flight from right here on Mount Doug. And while it may be tiny, it's shedding some light on what could be a big problem.
The aircraft is equipped with 2 doors which can be used as emergency exits.
Graham Palmer has been going through his pre-flight safety routine for 25 years.
Okay, we're ready to go.
It's a lot of information that leads to a number of questions, none more pressing today than what happens if a laser gets pointed at us?
Well, it shouldn't be a problem by day.
But at night, it's a different story, and one that sparked an all-out investigation.
Nothing seen in the park. We've been here for about 45 minutes, and we'll continue searching the area.
It's believed this was the site where a green laser was pointed at a WestJet flight arriving from Calgary with more than 90 people on board.
Luckily, neither the captain or the first officer looked directly at the light, and the aircraft was able to land safely.
The plane was making its descent into YYJ.
Here in Mount Doug's almost right at my 8 o'clock position.
It's a considerable distance, but he says nothing an industrial laser couldn't cover.
You know, as I say, it happens to us a couple times a year, so it's not a horribly frequent event, but it does happen.
In 2009, it happened 12 times in one night at Seattle's SeaTac Airport. There were no accidents, but it could have been worse. Direct eye contact with a laser could lead to damage, in some cases even blindness.
In this case, what I can say is that it's a problem that's actually on the rise. And while the instances are sporadic, we normally do report that there's more.
This isn't the first time a pilot landing a commercial airplane on Vancouver Island has reported being hit by a green laser. Just last month, a pilot with Air Canada landing in Campbell River experienced the same situation. RCMP there investigated, but to this day, the laser pointer has not been found. Police searched the Mount Doug area for hours, but were unable to find any clues.
It seems like a simple case of mischief. But in relation to an aircraft and interfering potentially with the operation of an aircraft, this is a very serious matter.
One that could lead up to 5 years in prison. Palmer says it's an unfortunate reality of flying that needs to be addressed.
Anyone who's, aiming a laser at an aircraft in flight with even just one pilot or a full complement of passengers, it would be the equivalent of shooting a weapon at the aircraft.
Luckily, last night the laser didn't hit, and this time everyone on board that WestJet flight made it home to their loved ones. The pilot of that WestJet flight is from Victoria, so that's why when he saw the laser in the sky, he could pinpoint where it was coming from. He knew it was from Mount Doug. I should note that in talking to Palmer, the flight instructor, he said that last year alone there were 2 incidents where pilots on training sessions had lasers pointed at them as well. Now, lasers aren't illegal. You can buy a laser, you can use one, but the consequences if you use it wrongly are pretty hefty, along with 5 years in jail. Hudson, you could also be looking at fines of up to $100,000.
All right, Joe Perkins reporting live on Mount Doug. Joe, thanks.